Just say the word.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malak, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, he's got diplomatic level priority, whether he knows it or not. We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap. We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that he reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure he arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I'm always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything he needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. His safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
We wanted to check with you, sir. Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Let's settle this.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want a tractor beamed to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort. But we'll find out.
Everyone in the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went. We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
What is it? This is not the time for questions. And your stubborn blindness to our situation is equally frustrating. I would have expected more from a war veteran, but yet you disappoint me. They are assassins, and they are responsible for the attack on the Ebon Hawk and the Harbinger. I did not expect them to find us so quickly. We must escape this facility. If we remain here, then we will die.
More where that came from.
Are you all right? We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly. This shall not stop us for long. Focus.
Time to take you down to size.
What is it?
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Yes?
More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. Everyone down!
Let us end this.
More where that came from. I have a bad feeling about this. All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me, when it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run! I shall be along shortly.
Tell me you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Paragas facility through the fuel line. That's crazy. All right, but I know I'm going to regret this.
I sense you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you? You look fine. Come on, we need to keep moving. It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here. What is it? Why are we stopping?
Look, I'd be happy to share my whole life story when we aren't getting chased by assassin droids and Sith troops, alright?
Time to even the odds.
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there, and we can't get to it. Huh? What is that piece of junk saying? How can you even understand that noise? Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him. Let's settle this. More where that came from.
Time to even the odds. Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout. All right, let's get out of here.
There is no time. We must leave.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up!
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Hold on! This is gonna get a little rocky. Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi. That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again? You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice. Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you sealed in one of the cargo holds. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Maybe that droid noisemaker could make itself useful repairing the ship for once.
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. The Sith will dare to accuse you of such. They believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost. Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. But we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give. Of course it was. I knew what was necessary, and that I was the only one who stood between you and him. This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. Some things may only be learned from sacrifice. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. If you think a connection to one such as yourself gives me any comfort, then you would be wrong. I desire this no more than you do. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5. It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid. Indeed, the Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic. Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still. As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive. Perhaps. It is sometimes difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested. A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive. We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. Ask, and I will answer. These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split. Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did. In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked. I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come. I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.
How's our passenger? She's still aging? What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Pazak table. You got a point. How old do you think she is, anyway? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that. Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old witch, of course. Like we have a choice? It's the only place Paragus had logged in their astrogation charts. If you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you. So, what happened? Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours? Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover. A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you? I thought a Jedi and their blade couldn't be parted. To lose it was like losing a part of yourself. All right, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. That as it may be, the circumstances of your arrival are suspect at best. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry. You are the only witnesses of the mining facility's destruction. Thus, it is necessary for us to keep you under surveillance until we have a better idea of what happened. Look around you. Even if you manage to overcome all of us, Bay Control could simply open the MagCon field and shoot you into space. So, let's not do this the hard way. Given your position, it would be a good idea if you took a more accommodating tone. My men will relieve you of your arms and armor. Follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082. As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit I'm a little disappointed. Jedi or no, you're the one I am pledged to kill. There is no mistaking that. The Exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The Exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey, I'm more than skilled enough to work for the Exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
Let's settle this.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him. We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability. Officer, get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately. These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or 2?
Let's go.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station. What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragus? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him. He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say. Very well. I'll let him in now.
Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Linda Kufta. Rengundas, hoi Sidan Delfa, Papuelta, Tudin Kufblava, Papuelta, Kufblav Nibu Delfa, Linda Kufta Del Chief, Tenfusi Boravang, Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Linda Kufta. Rengundas, hoi Sidan Delfa, Papuelta, Tudin Kufblava, Papuelta, Kufblav Nibu Delfa, Linda Kufta Del Chief, Tenfusi Boravang, Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Linda Kufta. Rengundas, hoi Sidan Delfa, Papuelta, Nibu Delfa, Papuelta, Linda Kufta. Hoi Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Linda Kufta. Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Linda Kufta. Rengundas, hoi Sidan Delfa, Papuelta, Tudin Kufblava, Papuelta, Kufblav Nibu Delfa. Sidan Delfa var inugan Delfa, Linda Kufta. Hoisidan Gelfa Inugan Gelfa Linda Krufta Rengundas Hoisidan Gelfa Fabuelta Fandibu Gelfa Fabuelta Linda Krufta Hoisidan Gelfa Inugan Gelfa.
Perhaps Chodahabat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
She endured it out, and she began Gorutio, Rengundas, Hoisidan Gelfa, Fabuelta. Pudin Truth Blava, Fabuelta, Truth Blav Fandibu Gelfa.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through? Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats. I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive. I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices. Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately. Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability. For a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragas facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger. The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd. Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think? Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Tonoranga Manakan, Ipo Inshawa, Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha, Tosimana Rachata, Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha. Tosimana Rachata. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noruta, Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Chabi Doko, Tonaranga Manatunga.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment?
You think I'm just going to let you get away with this? Yes, I will. I'm not going to let you push me around in my own place. Now get out of here before I get the TSF to throw you in jail. Why not? You didn't seem to have a problem taking everything else. What? You are crazy!
Our psychotic urge is all that drives you.
I don't know what even came over me. 1 second we were just standing there talking, and then...
I am not speaking to you, fool. Be silent. Oh, I grow weary of this. Perhaps time will allow my words to take root if your common sense will not permit it.
Nita manta yuma lorda wata no sanastika. Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima po wanga samoana mucha. Kavadumpa mun suru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Tong hite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawatune ruta. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananhansata. Jikono ta yun na palawalit basa makaranwa ni rotu guru ni churota. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Wataklatunji. Mula rayi mula kritirite krakolo mebosa.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
I'm glad that Zerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every...
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos. Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, The bumbling of Chodo Habat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is a necessity, something Habat fails to understand. Nonetheless, Zerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. For someone with your experience, you would be well compensated. Zerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again. Don't worry. Zerka wouldn't expect you to work unpaid and won't subject you to veiled threats and coercion like Habat. For your help in this matter, you will be paid the sum of 250 credits. You're right. 300 credits would be much more reasonable. Excellent. I will secure credits for your payment immediately. Oh, and here. You might need this to get into the hangar.
Sobojun sama petom. No sukama rondisi renti. Manama kropa potani tris. Dosokanki. Giso maranesh sando krapa moletek. Marawala chiso luchraka.
Everyone down!
End this.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there something I can do for you today?
Sidan Elfa, Papuelta. Sidan Elfa, Tudentuf Lava, Elfa Vadinogan Elfa. Sidan Elfa, Papuelta. Bengundas, Sidan Elfa, Papuelta. Sidan Elfa, Vadinogan Elfa, Linda Tufta. Sidan Elfa, Vadinogan Elfa, Linda Tufta. Truth Lava, Papuelta, Truth Lava, Nibu Elfa. Linda Truth, Ufta Gel Chief, Tenfuti Boroban. Truth Lava, Papuelta, Truth Lava, Nibu Elfa. Truth Lava. Nibu Elfa, Sidan Elfa, Vadinogan Elfa, Papuelta. Bengundas, Sidan Elfa, Papuelta. Ikelti Remote, Kolo Duf, Divan Reboot, Sidan Elfa. Tenfuti Boroban. Sidan Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa Linda Tufta. Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa Linda Tufta. She enjoyed it out, and she began Goluvio. Father Gurif Ufta Gel Cliff. Goludufta. Tuni Tuflava. Fabuelta. Tuflavan Dibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Tufta. Rentundas. Noi Sidan Gelfa. Fabuelta.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon. I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it. The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air.
Chinjiboa! Gumasone! Machido Pachawa! Dakosha Nichotoro! Pon.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Crema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. In Wamagro. May rangana norocha. Chabi doko. Dona ranga manachunga.
Terewana jun konata delera guno tunna. Dai rinto ron kawre kare papanala ranchinga. Terache wemeno toto rere senisentan.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
Charanana gundoso remina ke lorak guru katada. Kevratora pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de bikarana chenirara.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences. The only way that he'll learn. A little physical reinforcement.
A Republic ship was supposed to have arrived to take control of the situation here. I hope it's not too late. The problems are becoming too much for the TSF to handle.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only here to relax and play. So, you game for a game?
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering about. No more trouble with the TSF, I hope? I guess you haven't heard the popular rumors then? Jedi or not, you're the talk of the station. Everyone from the TSF to Zerka Corporation is curious about you. You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Benok, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you? The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men. Other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the man alone, Benok. I bet he'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, Luxa, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest woman.
It's your skin, Benok. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
We were just leaving anyway. Come on.
Wise man. Hello there. Fresh blood at the cantina. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk. Later. If you're asking me that, handsome, you're better off not knowing. Tell you what. You just enjoy yourself, and if in the future we have business together, you can come back and we'll have a little chat.
Kavatumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Chone mulera, tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska, tanjanik mawimbo krantan mibilan. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita, tabosananansata. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Dahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Ta come tak playa justinge miki gongo beaste. Kun grabila king no mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Dahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke, hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Dahupa bosa kurata go. Tak. Tonhite mosi jotia yumba ditawa e bawatone ruta.
Is there something I can do for you? I'm Zerka employee, Citadel Station Branch, number 85. Finally worked my way out of the trenches into a promotion. Then Zerka transferred me here to the Outer Rim to manage the military reclamation effort. And that wasn't the worst of it either. Now I've got Lorso as my new superior in a career that's going nowhere. Yeah, Jenna Lorso. That woman's look, forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, then I'll move in for the kill. What would you know about it anyways? You didn't claw your way through the mass of faceless Zerka employees to finally be rewarded with a meaningful posting, only to have it taken away by some woman who'd stoop to anything to get ahead. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it.
Well, if our treasury continues to be sapped for projects like this one, Onderon will be the next dead planet on the Outer Rim.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081's TSF station. How may I be of assistance? I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating. It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters in Residential Module 082 will remain yours until the situation is resolved. Not beyond investigating the matter and extending our offer of free room aboard. There is nothing I can do. I am sorry for what has happened, but the situation is beyond me. I cannot legally supply you with another vessel. Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them. You will find them in the security lockers.
Just say the word.
Something I can help you with? Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties? This isn't a bounty, so to speak, but we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem. Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since. Well, that's the problem. Our investigation wasn't exactly government-sanctioned. If it makes you feel better then, fine. Yes, I need you to clean up my mess. If the Council had kept us out of this business with Zerka in the first place, there wouldn't be any problems. But that's not important. The important thing is that Batono's gone missing, and I want to know what happened to him. Maybe there is, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to know what happened to him. I do believe they would be desperate to keep him from passing on his knowledge to the TSF, but I don't want to believe they would go that far. I don't think Zerka has gone that far yet. More than likely, they have him locked away somewhere. That or he's gone into hiding. Can't say I blame you, but we could use your help. An innocent man's life could be on the line here.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
Lapfannivo kelfa puhelta. Sidan kelfa vaan iinukaan kelfa. Linda tufta. Renkundas. Noi sidan kelfa. Vapuhelta.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
More where that came from. Fallen.
Master, one of the assailants was carrying this.
Sidan kelfa vaan iinukaan kelfa. Linda tufta. Truth blabba. Vapuhelta. Truth blab fannivo kelfa.
I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way. I don't understand. I was just told that I would be taken to the Ithorian compound. I was to be given to an Ithorian, Chodo Habat. My most recent self-diagnostic found no such operating malfunctions. However, it does seem possible that I was somewhat damaged during my transport and the ensuing fight here in the hangar. I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way.
Excellent. I see my faith in your abilities was well-founded. We'd like to get this droid into service as quickly as possible. Oppo Chano?
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in Kosoracha. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Moka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
Greetings, Executive Lorso. How may I be of service?
Just plug into the mainframe and get to work.
Right away, Executive Lorso.
You may go, Chano. I'm sure you have many repairs to see to.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in Kosoracha.
Now then, your payment. Here are the credits agreed upon. There is another task I would like you to perform for me. Do you doubt that I will uphold my part of our agreement? Don't worry. When my word is given, it will not be retracted. Now, on to business. You proved that you can handle yourself quite well in dealing with the retrieval of the droid intelligence. The next matter of business I would ask of you is much more delicate. When we first set up here on Citadel Station, the exchange was already quite well established. Lopax Slusk had more influence over business matters than the Telosian government. To ensure our success, we involved ourselves with the exchange. And now that we have a handle on the situation, we wish to unentangle ourselves from them. If you know anything about the exchange, then you know that they would not take this well. Slusk is loath to have his hands removed from any business on the station. So a more direct method will have to be taken. To put it plainly, I want you to kill Lopax Slusk. I realize it won't be an easy task, as Slusk keeps himself well protected. You would be well compensated for it. I have a feeling they won't just let you march into their offices. Luxa is Slusk's second. She spends little time in the exchange offices, though, preferring the cantina in the urban module. She might be able to set up an appointment. Good. I will be happy to continue our working relationship.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it, but now I wonder if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please. Let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Dosokanki, Jiso Maraneshin Sando Krapamoletek, Marawala Chiso Lucharaka. Dakosha Nicho Tolo, Punta Chakorso Waman, Gotashjuna Rananashani, Visitisa Cholok.
Call him.
Hello there. Fresh blood at the cantina. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk. Later. Hand it over and let me take a look at it. I can't say I recognize it. It's good work, though. Whoever fixed it up knew what they were doing. It's certainly not mine, I can tell you that. Is that all? What a disappointment. Yes, what you were told is true. I can arrange meetings with Lopak Slusk, but you'd have to give me a good reason. Well, that's hardly reason enough. Tell you what, I heard about what you did down at the docks. I could use someone capable like yourself to do some work for me. Just consider it a little test. If you prove reliable, yes. No, I'm a reasonable woman. Help me, and I'll help you. Good. Rejection is just one of the many things I don't take too kindly. I need to make a transaction with 2 bounty hunters that have recently arrived on Citadel Station. Very simple. Weapons for credits. I want you to go in my place as my representative. They're being very careful, and I'd rather not be bothered. Here, this case holds the weapons they'd like to purchase. I was not told the place of the meeting, only to go to the medical unit in Residential 082 and await a communication. In exchange for the weapons case, 500. You'll receive your cut from that amount. They'd be very foolish if that was their plan. I'd hope they knew better than to try and cross the exchange. And I'll be waiting.
Something I can help you with? A blaster. I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this? Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks? That is disturbing news. Yes, that is true. But a weapon with these black market editions should not be available on the station. When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF. This confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it. We have found a number of blasters similar to this one, as well as a crate of contraband weapons upgrades. A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation. You'd be compensated, of course. Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster.
kamaran dosoran with no chabi. Duranta sobu. Tonos emeragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Parama kawana kojokitsa. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Duranta sobu. Tonos emeragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Duranta sobu. Tonos emeragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Duranta sobu. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Machabi doko. Tonaranga manachunga. Tonos emeragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Duranta sobu. Tonos emeragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Duranta sobu. Machabi doko. Tonaranga manachunga. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi unawana si chokoratawa. Machabi doko. Tonaranga manachunga. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Ansanacha.
Do you really think it's a good idea to be working for the Exchange? Is it really worth it, though? I don't know if we can trust Lorso either. I mean, it takes something to ally yourself with the Exchange. As long as you're ready for it. But I hope it doesn't come to that.
Fereki mangra, tonoquo hereti, crisorcha ventisi me barachos. Chantita ne wambalico, de garantui cavaneques.
Wait here.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there something I can do for you today?
Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Malastrindosh, Granashkiturun Sabaratin upon Sukuniki, Belech Punsa, Kuniki Karatanadra, Millennium 6 of the Booth, Simbertha, Memberakta, Shosafranga Malakta, Dalini, Cherentilio Solakta Berkesi. Forcere Zimia Belandash, with the news the Filank produced, the post the Kalargana and Cock the Lana Sana and the Sana, the Arana were Solomikix. Simbertha, Memberakta, Shosafranga Malakta, Dalini, Forcere Zimia Belandash, with the news the Filank produced, the post the Kalargana and Cock the Lana Sana and the Sana, Mengorandash, Melatupan ng Kadranyara, Cherinto Solamati, Malanawarandash, Nukis Darandash, Malangkadrash Kakanini Kon Maladash. Forcere Zimia Belandash, with the news the Filank produced, the post the Kalargana and Cock the Lana Sana and the Sana.
Gumasone, Machido Pachawa Chanamaba.
Abeso Narangada, Melagradakta Belakasu. Forcere Zimia Belandash, with the news the Filank produced, the post the Kalargana and Cock the Lana Sana and the Sana. Monara Tratosaton, Telsim Baba Nusan.
Paramakawana Kojukitsa Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, Moka Kamaran and Dosoran with no Chabi, Tu Rantamana Sobu, Donos Emerakith, Wanarakorachi Drumta Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rachata, Moka Kamaran and Dosoran with no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu, Donos Emerakith, Wanarakorachi Drumta Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rachata. Aramakawana. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Loka Kamaran and Dosoran with no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu.
Still in one piece? I heard something about a violent disturbance in the residential module. Nothing to do with you, I hope. Almost. I had enough faith in you to know that you could handle any on-the-job dangers that popped up. But you were able to complete the transaction, right? Unfortunate. But they paid the price for trying to take advantage of the exchange. I've got some more work for you, if you're up for it. A matter of a rather sizable debt owed to the exchange. I trust you. Why else would I request your help with exchange business? Precisely. Getting right to the point. I like that. Opo Chano, one of Circa's droid technicians, owes a sizable gambling debt from his last stay on Nar Shaddaa. We've been patient with him, but we can only let a debt go unpaid for so long. You'll find Chano in Unit B2, Residential 082. Tell him his time is up, and we want those credits. Then rough him up, put some fear into him. Make sure he understands the situation. Look, if I wanted you dead, I think I'd send some armed killers. And Chano's harmless. He's just a technician. I wouldn't worry yourself. Good. I knew I could count on you.
Fidan Gelfa var inugan Gelfa linnan rufta. Renundas hoi Fidan Gelfa vapuilta. Irimo ni pirongan Gelfa. Fidan Gelfa var inugan Gelfa linnan rufta. Renundas hoi Fidan Gelfa vapuilta. Fidan Gelfa var inugan Gelfa linnan rufta.
para makawana kochukitsa. Tarana mo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Moka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu, donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu estricto natada ber mabar jokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Moka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Moka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasito insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopiuna wana si chokoratawa. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Tarana mo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Tarana mo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Moka kamaran endoso ranwi.
Hey, what are you doing there? Don't play games with me. Now step towards me and keep your hands where I can see them. I'm going to place you under arrest and take you down to the TSF station for further questioning. Come with me peacefully, and I won't need to cause you any harm. We'll see about that.
Para magawa na kojogiza. Tarana mo sibuin dasarans, krema sungkun ratungala, chawi mo jubuin kosoracha. Loka kamaranen dosoran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu, donos imaragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaranen dosoran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu, donos imaragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana racha, machabi doko, donaranga manachunga. Machabi doko, donaranga manachunga. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donoranga manakaran, ipo inshala. Machabi doko, donoranga ma. Para magawa na kojogiza. Inwamagro, may ranga na noruta. Machabi doko, donaranga manachunga.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You are all under arrest, and those goods will be taken as evidence. And you, we're curious about your involvement as well.
Donoranga manakaran, ipo inshala.
Quit your protestation, Samhan. We all know your little secret. The circumstances have changed. You will be coming with us. So what do you have to say for yourself? Well then, after we place you under arrest, you'll have plenty of time to corroborate that story with Lieutenant Gren. Now, you'll be coming with us.
Machabi doko, donaranga manachunga. May ranga na noruta. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Para magawa na kojogiza. Inwamagro, may ranga na noruta. Loka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donos imaragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Bomababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu esrecto natada ber mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Donos imaragith, Wanarakorachi drunka sa inchobin sasha. Tosima. Paramakawana ko.
What is it?
You've returned. Did Chano cough up those credits? And? You killed him? And how do you expect us to be able to collect credits from a corpse? And I'm sure he learned it very well in the moments before his life ended. Before you say anything, yes, I will arrange the meeting with Slusk that you desired. But first, I was wondering if you might listen to a proposition. A business proposition, given your obvious abilities. Let me ask you an honest question. This meeting with Slusk you want, it's because Lorso's fed up with him, right? I feel the same way about Slusk, and I think it's time someone solved the problem. I think that maybe our interests lie in the same direction. You really do get right to the point, don't you? I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. We'll speak again then. Best of luck, handsome.
Can't be opened from there. Is there something I can... Luxa? Well, let me open the door for you then.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today? Well, if... Very well. What was your name? Excuse me, Lopak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day.
With pleasure.
Yes. Fallen. Fallen.
Slusk. I may have had a hand in this, yes?
I hear
Well, that's all wrapped up. I've got to thank you for your help. Is that supposed to frighten me? Let me let you in on a little secret. Fried Squid there isn't the best fighter. And if you think I'm gonna let Janna Lorso push me around, you're sadly mistaken. Oh, I don't know. Never did. But you won't need it where you're going.
When you've come as far as I've come in the exchange, it isn't by overestimating your own abilities. Slusk's dead, but Godo's still my boss.
Fallen. Maybe Nar Shaddaa isn't such a good idea after all. Did we just see what happened? The Exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention, I'm sure Lopak Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone. Yeah, I just can't help getting into trouble when you're around. Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Fallen. Fallen. Yes. Yes.
Welcome back. I can understand why you might be on their side, but oh sure, Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions won't restore Telos. His expensive policy of... I don't think Habat even realizes that at their current pace, they will run out of funding before even half of the restoration zones are up and running. Zerka plans to use some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project in the long run. Habat, on the other hand, can't see beyond his own selfish concerns. We've discovered that the surface of Telos is covered with military facilities that were either destroyed or abandoned during the Sith attack. Salvaged raw materials from these sites can either be reprocessed and put back into service, or resold to help fund the project.
Parama. Paramaka. Tonos Emeragith. Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa, Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
This is Admiral Carth Onasi of the Republic Cruiser Sojourn.
Admiral Onasi? This is Lieutenant Gren, TSF. We've been expecting you.
Gren, it's nice to know that TSF hasn't gone to shambles in my absence.
And how about you? An Admiral. You might change your tune after you see what the situation is like down here, Carth. I've got some bad news for you.
Well, it can't be that bad, Gren. I think Telos has already been through the worst.
The one you came all the way out here to pick up, well, he managed to escape the station. We're not exactly sure how it happened.
Well, that's unfortunate, but luckily it still fits our plans.
Am I hearing this right?
I'll tell you more when I arrive, but the Republic has decided not to detain the exile and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
The exile? Then...
Like I said, we'll talk more when I arrive.
Looks like we will. I'm uploading the approach vector to you now. See you soon, Admiral.
Good to have you back, General. Easy now. We survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. but it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General. You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad he's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor. Bayadur, I can see how you'd forget me, being that I was the only one. I'll agree to that. The less said, the better. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good. They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here? Got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time, too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
They're probably already on their way. That's cruel, General. In any ways, you'll need my help. I can help you find it. I have access to the SHIELD network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck. We'll have to get back to the compound. It's the old Athorian research station, turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike. Zerka freights men and equipment from the landing pad there. If it's there and we can breach the perimeter, there's probably something we can use. If not, we could try our luck in the underground ruins. Either way, it's back to the compound for us. That's the plan. Yeah?
fallen. What is it?
Mercenaries, right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already. They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
This shall not stop us for long. I hear you.
Let's go.
We've landed on Telos, we've secured our landing area, and I think that is where I'm going to leave it for tonight, because I'm starting to get a little bit tired, and yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream. Let me know if there's any other games that you want me to play. Obviously I'm planning on playing this all the way through, but after that, who knows? That's a new story. But yeah, have a good night guys, thanks so much for coming out and watching. I'll see you soon, bye.